Hey, Director Doug here once again, and we have someone here with us today who we're anxious to introduce to you and to show you a little bit of what makes them tick behind the scenes, and that's our guest, Anna Fall. And she has played Haddie for us here on Discovery Mountain, and she first showed up on the scene here in Discovery Mountain when she was battling Madam Manager to keep Madam Manager from destroying the camp. So today, Jean and Steve are going to interview her and let you see a little bit of what makes her tick behind the scenes. And toss it over to you guys now.
So, Anna, what is your day-to-day typically like?
Well, I am homeschooled, so I am in school and finishing up high school. So yeah, that takes up most of my time.
Fun.
We love homeschooled kids here because we have flexibility of schedule. We're not working around a school schedule. So the fact that you're homeschooled thrills us no end.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Anna, in fact, when you played Haddie in season 4, you and your mom came all the way out here to Colorado and you stayed for a couple of days, and you were only able to do that because you had the flexibility of homeschool. We love that.
Yes.
So, Anna, let's think for a minute about your character, Haddie. So how are you and Haddie similar to each other, and how do you think that you're different from her?
Well, I think our personalities are pretty opposite. She's more introverted and shy. I'm more extroverted and talk a lot. She gets worried about things like her science activities or her job interview with Madam Manager, and I'm not really worried about stuff like that. And also, I think feel like I'm more comfortable talking up front in front of people than she is. Mm-hmm. But some of the same things are we both like photography. I really like nature photography, especially of the beautiful snow we have here in Wisconsin. So, and also we both like tree houses. Which, if you remember, Haddie had a treehouse. Yeah, so she had a treehouse.
That's great.
So, what is your favorite food?
I would have to say probably mashed potatoes and gravy. But I also really like chili and lentil soup. My mom has the best lentil soup. She has a secret ingredient, so I really like that. But I'm not really picky. I like all kinds of food, and avocados especially.
Oh, okay. A secret ingredient, you say?
Yeah. We might have to get your mom on the line for a future interview to find out what that secret ingredient is. I don't know.
Right.
Here's one that's tough to choose, Anna, but do you have a favorite Bible verse?
Well, I've never really had a favorite Bible verse, but I have different passages that I like now and then. And the one right now is 1 Corinthians 1:26 through 31. And it just talks about how we might not be amazing or great when God calls us. The world might say, you're not good enough, or you're not smart enough, or you're not whatever. But any of the lies that Satan tells us, but God chooses us even when we're weak, to put to shame the people of the world who think that they're smart. So basically, he uses our weakness, and through his strength, he puts to shame the strong.
Oh, that's a wonderful verse. And it makes me think, of course, right away of David's story when God chose him, just a humble shepherd boy, the youngest son.
Yeah.
And you're right. God calls those who he sees a willingness to be used by him, not necessarily because of anything else. Thanks for sharing that, Anna.
So, when you grow up, what would you like to do?
Well, I have lots of ideas, but naturally, I want to be an actor.
Naturally.
Well, I don't think you need to grow up to be that. I think you've kind of arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah. But especially, like, not just voice acting, but also in movies. Good Christian, God-centered movies like Kendrick Brothers, or maybe be in the Oshkosh play. I don't know. I've also imagine myself pretty much always as doing some kind of mission work, whether like a doctor, nurse, teacher, orphanage director, something in the mission field, probably in India. So that's kind of something I've always imagined myself doing.
Awesome. Well, I love India, and I had the chance to spend some time at an orphanage there a few years ago. And if you end up there, Anna, you just give me a call. I will come and visit you, okay? Do you have any pets there in Wisconsin?
We do. I have a white cat. Her name's Princess. She's 18, and she's a little bit sick right now. Aww. I don't know how she'll be doing. But anyway, we've had her and her sister Angel since I was 1 year old.
Oh, wow.
And they're 6 months apart, both white. But sadly, Angel got old, and she died last July But I guess that's the problem with having cats close in age.
Yeah.
Anyway, we also have 2 rabbits, Bobby the father and Basil. And the mom is Betsy, but we had to give her away. And we also have a tank full of fish. I don't really keep track anymore, but we have some fish.
Very nice.
So, what do you like to do when you have free time?
Oh, lots of things. I'm a pathfinder, so that takes up some of my time. I also enjoy acting, really whether anybody's listening or not. I'll make up stories or things. I like to read and write stories, try new recipes, bike, swim, ice skate, sled, build forts in our wonderful Wisconsin snow. I like photography, doodling, decorating my room, making terrariums, doing woodboarding and coloring. I like to sing, play flute, make new friends, running games like tag.
You have no lack of activities.
Yeah. I also really enjoy good movies, and I have a craft space downstairs, so I have all sorts of different crafty things in there, have it all decorated, and have a sewing machine down there, so lots of different things.
You keep busy in your free time. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Anna, one last question that we love to ask our talented voice actors. If Discovery Mountain were real and you could actually visit there, what would you like to do?
Ooh, that's a hard one. But I'd really want to see everything, but since I'm a homeschooler, I've always wondered what real schools are like. So I'd probably want to just go to the Discovery Mountain High School and just hang out with the kids, you know?
Neat.
But I'd also probably want to visit Trekkers and Miss Michelle's Cafe and Hadassah's Observatory, of course.
Of
And her
course.
treehouse.
Yes.
And Little Lake. It always seemed so peaceful, you know? So I guess that would be what I would do.
And maybe the treehouse too?
Yeah, the treehouse for sure.
Well, Anna, it's always a joy to work with you. And, you know, you are in Wisconsin. And today, Director Doug and producer Steve did some recording with you for an upcoming season. And you have an assistant there. And I just want to give a shout out to your sister, Sarah, who makes this all happen. So thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
So any other questions for Anna, guys?
Oh, no, I think she kind of gave us a good round explanation of what she does and how she lives there and her activities. That was great.
Yeah, I think we should go visit her in
I
Wisconsin.
think so. It
What do
sounds
you
like
think?
fun there.
It does,
I mean,
doesn't it?
I don't have
Yeah.
that many activities. My goodness.
Come and build a snow fort with me.
Oh, man, that sounds like fun.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Well, thank you so much, Anna, and thank you, Sarah, for setting this up. And to you listening at home, I hope that you enjoyed getting to know just a little bit more about the voice and the person behind one of our favorite characters, and that's Haddie. And Anna shared with us one of her favorite passages in Scripture, and it talks about how God calls people from all different walks of life. And that's 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 26 through 31. And I'm just going to read for you the beginning and the end of that passage, but I encourage you to study it at home. And this is how it begins. It says, "Remember, dear brothers and sisters, that few of you were wise in the world's eyes, or powerful or wealthy when God called you." And then skipping down to the end. "Therefore, as the scriptures say, if you want to boast, boast only about the Lord." So thank you for listening, and I hope that you have exercised your faith in your time with us. Join us again next time.